matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Bearcats will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Ashley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Thompson to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Fox. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for his man. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got enough space, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Thompson wants to throw. Setting up the screen. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Farmer. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, UCF!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hilton. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. Grab near the sticks, it's Jackson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Bearcats are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fox. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Option look, it's Thompson. And he probably should have left that one with the back as he is just smashed in the backfield. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Thompson to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bearcats! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Got the 1st down and more. Speeding down the left side. At the 30. Past the 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the stripes early threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Quarterback empties his backfield. Thompson wants to throw. Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Turns on the Jets. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. From the gun, running back on the move.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Touchdown, Knights! Great job by the back on the option. The AT unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now they'll run the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. The give to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires left. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The Bearcats decide to punt it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The give to the left. Turning it on. Creates a little space. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He now has 108 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll take it himself. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. It is so hard to stop a drive. When you force a field goal, force the field goal. Don't give them another 1st down. Reading the option, it's Thompson. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Thompson to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, UCF! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. And they were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Leaves it with the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be third and long. Thompson wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Knights will have it first and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown Knights! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That might be the proverbial fourth quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
We're going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's going for the big play. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's first and 10 from the 40. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go right back to him. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Bearcats have their offense in high gear. It'll be a draw. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. The Bearcats looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave, but this has been a nip and tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by 8 over Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They want that clock to run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Got a man. It's Farmer. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, UCF. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. Oh, and the extra point is blocked.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games.